occurring regarding the push to roll out a digital ID. You know, in one of my previous videos, it was a video, I think, where I said how they knew, how they saw it coming. In that video, I hypothesized as to why they would have let or allowed Hamas to come in and do the attacks, and how they could have. Well, the theory that I came up with was that this was all to basically legitimize the push for a digital ID to be implemented in Western society. And it appears as though that's precisely what's been happening, right? Ever since this war started, we've seen their push for digital ID has accelerated. So let's talk about some of the instances of that, right? We saw in Sweden, and you guys can Google all this stuff. I wish I could leave links for you, but I'm driving, so I can't exactly do that. If you're a mod and you want to leave a link to some of the articles I'm talking about, I'd appreciate it if you look these things up and put a link in the chat box or in the in the chat or in the comments or whatever. So in Sweden, they've implemented some new facial recognition technology just a couple days ago, right? They took all the photos from their passports and uploaded it to a database which uses facial recognition technology. And this is under the guise of combating gang violence. So that's Sweden. And then the UK did the same thing. And at the protests in London, they made everybody take their masks off so that they could begin using the facial recognition technology. You know, and then here at home in the United States, if you want to access your government benefits or services, now you have to use facial recognition software at login.gov, right? They announced a rollout of that just the other day, right? So we're seeing now a very rapid push, an acceleration to roll out the implementation of this facial recognition technology. And like I said previously, guys, this is all connected to the same exact system, which is going to be eventually connected to a digital ID, right? A CBDC. And if you say anything online that they disagree with, you say anything, even in conversation with a person in real life, if they hear you say something that they disagree with, then they'll be able to turn off your wallet. They'll be able to deny you access to planes, trains, boats, anything that you would need. They'll be able to deny access to you, because by its very nature, these systems are access control lists. That's what they are. That's how they work. Okay. And so, you know, and that's another thing. Airports are also starting to roll out facial recognition software. Airplanes, cruises, theme parks, trains, all of it. Okay, so you know, if you like, you know, if you see their agenda, right? If you know what their agenda is, then you can understand why it is they're doing what they're doing, right? The same, they're using these problems as justification to implement these technologies, right? But the problems that they're using as justification are problems that they themselves have created. They opened the southern border, okay? They are allowing the free flow of illegal immigrants and potentially terrorists. So when a terrorist attack happens, it's not your fault. It's your government's fault. And the same goal that they have is the agenda that they're carrying out. It's problem, reaction, solution. They create the problem. They expect you to react a certain way, which is demand that these people be rounded up and sent back home, and then they provide the solution. facial recognition technology embedded throughout all areas of your society. And then once it's embedded, that's it. It's in. It stays after that. They're going to use it. And they already are. Just look at what's happening in Indiana. In Indiana, there's a big fight now, a big stink about the police using facial recognition software. It's public information now. They've been using it for years, right? But now, with this war rolled out, apparently everybody that was pro-freedom before this war is now pro-enslavement since after this war. Everybody's so damn scared of those boogeymen terrorists that they want the government to just start facial recognition. Roll out the digital ID. Roll it all down. No, guys, you need to resist every single bit of the mark of the beast, right? Is this the mark of the beast? I would say it's the system, right? So if it's part of the system of the mark of the beast, is it the mark of the beast? Yes, it's part of the mark of the beast. Resist the whole thing. Don't just resist the part where they say, put this chip in your hand. Don't just resist the part where they say, take this mark in your forehead. No, resist the whole thing. Resist every single bit of the framework of the mark of the beast. This is the mark of the beast structure, okay? And they're using this war between Hamas and Israel to roll it out. The same company in the United States that has hand scanners in Whole Foods, right, Amazon, is the same company in Israel which is working with their intel community to use facial recognition software. Yes, Amazon is directly working with the intel community, with Israel's intel community, to set up facial recognition software. You can see the players that are working towards this. These are agendas that go directly in line with what the World Economic Forum wants. And we can't just resist them on one front and then support them on another. You got to resist it all the way. And it's so genius, really, what it is they're doing. They're pitting us against each other, right, on religious lines, so that we would support them when they roll out the technology that they want to use to enslave both of us, right? This isn't, yes, it's a religious war, right? Jews and Arabs, or Jews and Muslims, right? They're in a religious war right now, okay? But the powers that be are using that war to enslave both of them, okay? It's not just let's use this facial recognition software against the Muslims. No, because the next election cycle, it'll be used against you as a political dissident. They will use the facial recognition software to find out where you're at and to capture you and send you to a re-education camp, just like Hillary Clinton said. Okay, this stuff, guys, these Freudian slips that they have are not so Freudian anymore. It's obvious. They're just telling you straight to your face now. This is what they're going to do to you. This is what they want to do. Not just to you, but to mankind. Okay, and so we need to resist it. We need to make people aware. And the way that we make people aware is by having conversations with them, right? Showing them the news articles, sharing the videos, right? You want to help me in this effort to wake people up, right? And why is it so important? Why do I emphasize this issue so much? Why do I emphasize it? Because the Bible is very, very clear, okay? Anyone who accepts the mark of the beast or the number of his name on his right hand or forehead will burn in hell for eternity. I don't want that for everybody, guys. But it's very clear that most of mankind will accept the mark of the beast. So as someone who's aware of the eternal threat that is posed by the mark of the beast, we should be warning people against it. We should be sounding the alarm. Here's the mark of the beast. Here's the mark of the beast. Don't take it. If you take it, you will burn in hell for eternity, right? And, you know, if you want mankind to be enslaved, then by all means, support the rollout of the facial recognition software, right? Support the rollout. We're already seeing it. Like I said, Sweden's done it now. UK's got it. Login.gov has it now. If you want government benefits, you have to start using facial recognition software now. Indiana's using it. There are certain states that are trying to ban it, right? But the crazy thing is, to me, the people that are trying to ban the government use of facial recognition software are Democrats. Democrats are the ones that are introducing legislation to ban the government from using facial recognition software. Why is it just one side? Why are the Republicans not introducing that legislation? I don't have an answer for you on that. I don't. But the fact of the matter is, several Democrats have introduced legislation to prevent it from being used, right? Now, I'll be the first to say, yeah, let's get all the terrorists out of the country. Let's get all the illegals, send them back home, and make them come back the right way. But you got to keep in mind, if you authorize them to set up this technology now for this reason, then you're going to be authorizing the next party to use it against you when they get into power. All right? This is very clear Hegelian dialectic. They create the problem that they already have a solution for. They're the ones that opened up the southern border. They're the ones that funded the creation of several different terrorist organizations. Hillary Clinton's State Department literally funded the genesis of ISIS. If you're not aware of that, look it up. Taliban, several different terrorist organizations in Libya, Syria. So, you know, guys, the boogeyman that they're trying to make us afraid of was created by them, okay? And the system that they want you to accept to protect you from their boogeyman is what they intended to do the whole time. This is how they intended to reach their goal. Their goal the whole time was digital enslavement. And they intended to do that to scare you by making the Arab boogeyman. Okay, so don't give into it. All right, resist it. Resist every single part of the mark of the beast. All right, and wake people up. Help us to wake people up. You can do that by talking about this subject, by being pissed off, by calling your legislators and demanding that they introduce legislation to prevent the use of facial recognition software by the government. Some states are starting to do it, and those states are ones that you probably want to keep track of. All right. So, guys, I'm about to get to the grocery store here. Just wanted to go on that rant real quick. Also, I'll bring up briefly, I want to say thank you to everybody that's purchased body armor from me the last couple of days. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Unfortunately, I will not be able to accept the $40 offers anymore. If you send me an offer for $45, though, I'll be able to accept it. I have my Etsy page started now. I'm going to be putting those lanterns on there. I'm going to have lanterns and some other things on there as well. So anyways, guys, stand by for the link on that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. You want to support the channel, please click the like button, thumbs up, comment, share the video with your family and friends. You want to donate to the channel, there's a link in the description box where you can do that. I'll be using the money to purchase a drone to help bring you guys intel from down here at the border. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And as always, don't forget, help out your neighbors.